Break Opening Market and Seaside Market in Seogu, and Mangmi Jungang Market in Suyeonggu. Busan City announced on 7th the formation of the World Anti-Doping Agency Conference Promotion Team to prepare for the 2025 WADA conference in December. The team will manage planning, promotion, and legacy building efforts and will select a professional conference organizer this month. As the largest anti-doping event held every 6 years, this marks the first time it will take place in Asia. From December 1st to 5th at Mexico, over 2,000 participants from 191 countries, including IOC and IPC members, sports ministers, and experts will gather to discuss anti-doping regulations, WADA's 5-year strategy, and new technologies. In international news, Chinese state media reported at least 53 people have been confirmed dead and 62 are injured after a major earthquake struck China's mountainous Tibet region this morning. The earthquake that hit Tibet's holy Shigatse city around 9 local time had a magnitude of 7.1 and a depth of 10 kilometers, according to data from a U.S. geological survey, which also showed a series of aftershocks in the area. Tremors were also felt in neighboring Nepal and parts of India. Earthquakes are common in the region, which lies on a major geological fault line. Now taking a quick look at the weather, it's partly cloudy and the temperature is 4 degrees Celsius in Busan. The temperature will average around 3 degrees this evening. And that wraps this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BFM 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Winter break feels like the best thing ever. There might be snowy fun where kids can build snowmen and make snow angels. There's also the holiday magic, with Christmas gifts all festive through the winter spirit. Plus, it's a great time for family, filled with fun activities and cozy moments together. And the best part? No school during winter break. Well, hello there, my name is Nick, and welcome to For Your Busan.
1, 2, 3.
First song is going to be 너랑 나 by IU.
시계를 보며 속삭이는 비밀들 간절한 내 마음속 이야기 지금 내 모습을 해쳐도 좋아 너를 접촉하면 할수록 좋아 내 이름 불러줘 점점 새로 비치는 내 맘들 길가 두려워 가슴이 막 벅차 서러워 조금만 붙잡고 날 기다려줘 너랑 나랑은 지금 안 되지 시계를 더 보지고 싶지만 네가 있던
아이유의 너랑 나 오늘의 첫 곡이었습니다. Welcome everybody to For Your Busan this Tuesday afternoon. My name is Nick and I'm very happy to be here with you today again as we really do kick off the week. Now in the beginning, I talked about winter breaks. Do you remember your winter breaks when you were a kid? I can't really remember mine, to be honest. It was so long ago. In the UK, we get Christmas and we get the New Year's time off, about 2 or 3 weeks off, I think. It's pretty modest. Nothing amazing, not as good as the summer break, but it's still great because it's a time where you can just play with your friends, hang out with your family, get excited for Christmas and the New Year. Now, these days, maybe due to the weather, it's pretty rare to see children playing outside. Not just the weather, though. There is the appeal of smartphones too, right? Because of that, I see kids often prefer to spend their time indoors in the warm where they can be on social media or play their games or do whatever kids do these days. However, winter break is an amazing time to have some real fun away from the screens. So, if your kids, they're stuck to their phones, I'm going to give you a few suggestions, some great things that maybe you can suggest that they do or you can do with them because there are some great educational places that you can take your kids right here in the city for a memorable, exciting and also educational winter break. First of all, we have the Bokcheon Museum, and it's open from January the 14th to the 17th with a special exhibition called Winter Break Children's Museum Class, and they can learn about Kaya history, make artifact replicas, and explore real relics as well. Now, I know, from a kid's perspective, nothing's as fun as, gluing your eyes to your screen. But going to a museum, seeing these old relics is something that can really make a difference and make that winter holiday educational and fun at the same time. Another great museum, and I can vouch for this one personally because I've been here a couple of times, it's the Busan National Science Museum. Now, until March the 2nd, the visit special shadow art exhibitions and hands-on science activities are also there. It's great. If your kids are young enough, there are slides that they can slide on. They can get interactive and they can turn wheels, do lots of interesting things like that. If, by this point, you're still not sick of museums, there is the Busan Modern History Museum. From January the 14th to the 19th, kids in grades 3 to 6 can join a warm mukangsu. I guess this is, it's like hokangsu, but with museums instead, right? It's a fun way to learn modern history. Next up, the Busan Museum. So I guess these are all museums we're talking about, which is a great thing. Museums are amazing. Now, from January the 7th to the 12th, you can explore Korea's ceramics and create your own personalized bowl in the Winter at the Museum program. And don't miss these fun and educational activities to make your kids' winter break unforgettable. So, if you do want your kids or your young adults, maybe they don't like to be called kids, if you want something educational and fun for them, these museums are sure to make the winter experience a great one. Well, everyone, I see some hellos coming in, and it's always wonderful to be talking with such lovely people like yourselves. We have Chae Sung-nim saying, good afternoon. It's windy today, but the sky is beautiful. Now, I'm very jealous. I guess in Pohang, the sky is very nice. In Busan right now, it's quite miserable. And I say miserable, not our feelings. I'm feeling great. But the weather is a little bit grey. It's overcast. I wish we had your weather, my friend. We've also got messages coming in from, let's have a look here on YouTube Live. We've got Benny Nim saying, hi Nick, Chang PD and all, happy Tuesday. FYI, this is my favourite day, Nick. Ask Chang PD. Now, I would ask Chang PD, but Chang PD is not here. Chang PD, you might ask, where has he gone? He's actually sick. He's had the 독감 is going around, right? So he's a little bit under the weather. So please, send him your well wishes. In the meantime, we have a replacement producer, just as competent. He's kind of nervous, though. It's GPD. So you can say hello to GPD for today. He'll be taking over. Now, you have to look at it like this. I've been here for about 6 days now, and I'm the experienced one here. Because he doesn't. So we're going to try and get through this show without any major mess ups. So please pray for us. We've also got Summonim saying 안녕하세요, 안녕하세요, Summonim. Welcome to the show. Just seeing your name makes me miss July. It makes me miss August, September, the days of summer. So thank you for bringing a bit of summer to YouTube live chats. Karanim, hello Karanim, say 목소리 꿀이시네요. 아이고 감사합니다. That's very nice of you, Karanim. It's wonderful to have you. Yeah, I think this is the first time I've seen you message in. If you did message in before, I'm sorry. But now I'm acknowledging it for the first time. I hope you're having a wonderful day, Karanim. 반갑습니다. Pengso Appanim as well, saying, hi Nick, did you check my logo song? I did have a look at your logo song. I looked at it briefly from what I was shown. And as always, Pengso Appanim, you are talented, a very talented, creative person. So I really hope you use those skills and really further your life with those creative endeavors. That's awesome. Michael Kimnim, always good to see you, saying 닉님, 보열 부산 메이츠님, 안녕하세요. Hello there, hello. And also, giving me too much 칭찬 right now, saying 카라님, 닉님 목소리는 거의 마법 수준이죠. Hey, stop it. You're making me embarrassed. You can keep going if you want. Yeah, anyone who's coming in to say hello, welcome to the show. We have a message. Is it for our show? No, it wasn't for our show. Anyway, I have an announcement for you. Well, it's not a big announcement. It's an announcement we have every day. But you have the chance to decide the topic of the day. So please let us know what topic you would like to discuss during the show. Today's topic, as always, will be decided by you. 자, 오늘도 for your 부산의 토픽은 여러분이 하고 싶은 이야기로 정해집니다. 여러분이 오늘 이야기하고 싶은 주제, 토픽은 무엇인가요? 어떤 것이든지 여러분이 이야기하고 싶은 토픽을 골라서 보내주시면 됩니다. You can send your messages to pound 9050 샵 9050, which will cost you 101. A Kakao Talk message, just search for BEFM or 부산영어방송 in English and Korean. Also, you can download the smartphone app, or even better, just hop on to YouTube, type in BEFM, click on For Your Busan, see me in the studio, talk with all of the mates in the live chatting area, get participating in a more interactive and friendly way. Now, I'm going to let you know what's coming up in today's show. In the first half, we have Busan Is. Busan is amazing. Join us as we explore the many reasons why Busan is such a fantastic city. We'll dive into the latest happenings and share insights in the Busan News and Information Corner with our 6 p.m. news anchor, Hong Jung-ha. After that, we have Latina Maria. It's time to share my thoughts about everything in the world and also a moment to reflect on how things were back in my day, back in the good old days. After that, we're going to have guest Yurian in the studio for Relationship Matters. That will close out the first half, but there's still another hour of content after that with the second half. In the second half, we have On the Mic, Busan, the people are wonderful, stories of Busan locals encountered on the streets of Busan. After that, everyone's favorite, Busan Quiz Master, a special quiz time with our listeners. Yesterday, we did an acrostic poem with 울산연. So we did a 삼행시. We got some really creative ones. Today is a totally different style of quiz. And then to finalize the show, we'll have My Hometown Olympics, spotlighting the sports scene in Busan, uncovering the hidden sports clubs in the city. We're going to have Steve here for that. Haven't seen Steve in a long time, so that's going to be fun. 자, 오늘도 문자, 카톡, 그리고 너튜브 라이브 댓글로 참여해주신 분들께 선물들이 기다리고 있습니다. 선물들이 maybe just one 선물. 저와 함께 2시간 동안 끝까지 같이 해주시길 바랍니다. We did have a lot of prizes yesterday. Today, I think that number's been reduced. So you can be a prize winner of today. So just participate through text, Kakao Talk, or live chat. Lots of ways to get involved. I see Jin Lee Nim saying, hi Nick, 포열님들 and 포열님들. Hello Jin Lee Nim, always happy to see you. Happy Tuesday, my friend. 고수님 as well, happy Tuesday. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. All right, don't go anywhere because Hong Dang Dang is in the house.
Stay connected to Busan's Rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time to dive into our first segment of the day. Now, what comes to mind when you think of Busan? Is it the beauty, the vibrancy, or perhaps you're curious about the latest happenings? Well, joining us today is BEFM's announcer Hong Jung-hwa to bring us up to speed with all things Busan. We'll be highlighting key information and news from the city, presented in both Korean and English. So get ready to catch up on all the news with Hong Jung-hwa's summaries in Korean and translations in English. 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요.
Hello there. Mic up.
안녕하세요.
There we go.
반갑습니다.
How are you today?
네, 어제보다 기온이 내려가서 추운 하루죠. 잘 보내고 계신가요?
Oh, you know, the temperature has dropped. The sky is kind of grey.
네.
Kind of it's a little bit 좀 기분도 약간 좀 다운되어 있을 수도 있어가지고.
그렇죠.
But we're here to make you feel happy.
네.
Yeah.
우리가 1월 1일에 배웠던 표현. 을씨년스럽다 이런 날.
Yes, I remember that.
뭔가 춥고.
Yeah.
네.
어제
네.
그 삼행시 했거든요.
네.
퀴즈마스터로 을사년으로 했거든요. So it was very, very nice.
그렇군요.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with some news, but before, can you tell us about the weather?
네. 부산시가 올해 12월 부산에서 열리는 2025 부산 세계 도핑 방지 기구 총회의 성공 개최를 위해서 전담 조직을 구성했다는 소식으로 오늘 부산 소식 전해드리도록 하겠습니다. 자, 총회 추진팀은 앞으로 총회 전반에 대한 기획, 홍보, 또 유산 사업을 발굴하고 이달 중에 국제회의 전문 용역업체를 선정하는 입찰 공고도 할 예정인데요. 아시아 최초로 부산에서 열리는 이번 총회는 글로벌 도핑 방지 분야 최대 규모의 국제회의로 6년 주기로 열리고 있습니다. 도핑이라는 것은 스포츠 등에서 금지 약물을 복용하고 성과를 내는 것을 말하죠. 세계 도핑 방지 기구는 1999년에 설립된 IOC 공식 인정 독립단체인데요. 부산은 지난 2022년 5월 이집트 카이로에서 열린 이사회에서 최다 득표로 유치에 성공을 했습니다. 올해는 12월 1일부터 5일까지 백스코에서 열립니다. 국제올림픽위원회 위원과 국제패럴림픽 위원, 국제경기연맹 대표, 또 각국 스포츠 장관 등 191개국 2천여 명이 참석할 예정입니다.
The city of Busan announced on the 7th that it had established a dedicated team, the World Anti-Doping Agency Conference Promotion Team, or TF. On January the 1st, to ensure the successful hosting of the 2025 World Anti-Doping Agency, or WADA, conference in Busan this December. The promotion team will oversee the planning, promotion, and legacy building initiatives related to the conference. Additionally, it will launch a bid this month to select a professional international conference organizer. Now, doping is the use of banned substances to achieve results in sports. The World Anti-Doping Agency is an independent organization, officially recognized by the IOC, established in 1999. Busan won the bid with the most votes at the 2022 WADA Board of Directors held in Cairo, Egypt, in May 2022.
네, 부산시가 국비 71억 원과 지방비 59억 원 등 총 134억 원을 들여서 침체한 전통시장 활성화에 나서기로 했습니다. 먼저 중소벤처기업부가 주관하는 2025년 전통시장과 상점가 활성화 공모사업에 선정된 부산시는요. 전통시장과 상점 등 31곳에 총 30억 원을 투입하게 됩니다. 지역 문화 관광 사업을 연계해서 지역 특화 요소로 집중적으로 육성하는 곳은 문화관광형 시장인데 서구, 충무동 새벽시장, 해안시장, 수영구, 망미, 중앙시장 등이 선정됐습니다.
Busan City announced on the 7th that it will invest a total of 13.4 billion Korean won, including 7.1 billion won in national funding and 5.9 billion won in local funding to revitalize its traditional markets. As part of the 2025 Traditional Market and Shopping District Revitalization Program, led by the Ministry of SMEs and Startups, Busan has been selected to implement the project in 31 locations, including traditional markets and shops, with a total of investment of 3 billion won. The Cultural Tourism Market project, which focuses on integrating local culture and tourism resources to enhance market specialization, has selected 충무동 새벽 Market and 해안 Market in 서구, as well as 망미 Central Market in 수영구.
네. 부산시가 경기 침체로 어려움을 겪고 있는 소상공인과 자영업자를 지원하기 위해서 부산형 착한 결제 캠페인을 실시합니다. 인근 가게에서 미리 결제를 하고 재방문을 약속해서 소상공인의 경영 안정과 지역 경제 활성화를 도모하는 상생형 소비 촉진 행사인데요. 민간 기업을 대상으로 오는 2월까지 매주 착한 결제에 동참을 유도하는 캠페인을 벌이고요. 또 시민 참여를 독려하기 위해서 오는 4월 6일까지 착한 결제 인증 이벤트도 진행합니다. 우리동네 자주 가는 단골 가게에서 10만 원 이상을 미리 결제하고 영수증과 인증사진, 응원 메시지를 시 누리집에 올리면 됩니다. 참여자 가운데 매주 70여 명을 선정해서 모바일 온누리 상품권 1,300만 원을 지급할 예정입니다.
Busan City announced on the 7th that it will launch the Busan Good Payment campaign to support small business owners and self-employed individuals struggling due to sluggish domestic demand and high interest rates. The campaign encourages customers to pay in advance at local shops and pledge to revisit later, promoting the stability of small businesses and revitalizing the local economy through a mutually supportive consumption initiative. The campaign will proceed in two main forms. First, it will target private companies in Busan, encouraging them to participate in the Good Payment Initiative weekly until February. They will conduct a campaign to encourage private companies to participate in good payment every week until February, and will hold a good payment certification event until April the 6th to encourage citizen participation. After paying more than 100,000 won in advance at a store you frequently visit, such as a regular store in your neighborhood, you can upload the receipt, a certified photo, and a message of support to 누리집 at www.busan.go.kr/prepayment. About 70 participants will be selected every week and given 13 million won in mobile 온누리 gift certificates.
네, 부산 소식을 전해드렸습니다.
We got a message. 문자들이 좀 많이 들어왔는데요.
네.
일단 인사하고 있고요. 안녕하세요, 홍 아나운서님. 그리고 마이클 킴님께서는요.
네.
닉님과 홍당당님 목소리를 함께 들을 수 있어서 이 시간 아주 귀호강하는 시간입니다.
어머, 감사합니다.
아이고, 감사합니다. 저희는 같이 뉴스를 해본 적이 있죠.
그렇죠.
한 번.
네.
한 몇 달 전이었죠. 한 2달, 3달.
작년이었어요.
작년이었죠. 그렇죠.
벌써.
그렇죠. 아주 좋은 팀워크였습니다. 그때도.
그렇습니다.
Right, so right now, we're going to be going over some proverbs, some sayings, and I'm going to try and guess what they are.
그렇습니다. 자, 뉴스를 전할 때 약간 좀 긴장도 되고 그렇죠. 정책을 소개하니까 또 얘기 드리다가 끝날 때쯤은 좀 긴장도 풀고
가볍게.
네, 가볍게. 그러나 조금 어렵습니다.
네.
5초 동안 3초였는데 어제 제가 2초를 좀 늘렸어요.
지금 너무 느려서 이렇게
5초 속담 릭과 함께 5초 속담. 자,
Yeah.
오늘도 5초만 정말 기다릴 거예요.
Okay.
네, 제가 속담 일부분을 말씀드리면 뒷부분을 완성해 주시면 됩니다.
지금 미리 안 봤거든요.
네네네.
진짜 그런 거 안 해요.
그런 거 안 해요.
Okay.
그렇죠. 자, 먼저 첫 번째 속담 뒤에 완성해 주세요. 합니다. 사촌이 땅을 사면 어디가 아프다.
아, 이거 쉽죠. 배가 아프죠.
아우.
이거 질투하는 거죠.
맞아요.
그죠.
우와, 역시 레벨을 올려야 된다니까요.
flexing.
다른 사람의 성공을 질투한다는 뜻이죠.
그죠.
자, 두 번째입니다.
예.
자, 닭 잡아먹고 무슨 동물의 발을 내민다. 닭 잡아먹고 누구 발 내민다.
닭발?
닭을 먹었어요.
그럼 닭발도 먹어야 되죠.
닭 잡아먹고 누구 발 내민다. 닭발?
가발? 무슨 발?
무슨 발? 누구의 발? 어느 동물의 발? 1.
늑대발. I don't know.
늑대발 내민다.
개발?
개발.
누구 발이죠?
좋네요. 네. 오리발.
아, 오리발.
오리발.
I know this. I knew that one.
들어보셨죠? 그렇죠.
I knew
그렇죠.
that one.
그러니까 닭을 잡아먹었는데 약간 비슷한 오리발을 내미는 거예요. 네, 잘못을 감추기 위해서 눈에 뻔히 보이는 얕은 속임수를 막 쓸 때.
그죠.
그렇죠.
제가 이 표현을 들어봤거든요.
네.
원래 약간 미안하지만 좀 정치인들이 얘기할 때 막 오리발 많이 내미는
맞아요.
그런 행동도
닭을 잡아먹었으면 닭발을 내밀어야 하는데
그죠.
아닌 것처럼 하면서 오리발을 내미는 게.
I guess it's like playing innocent,
네.
feigning, pretending you don't know. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay.
정직한 닉에게는 아예 뭐
Yeah.
해당 안 되는 말입니다.
Okay.
자, 마지막입니다. 쉽습니다. 어려울까요? 돌다리도 어떻게 하고 건너라.
knock.
마.
두드려.
그렇습니다.
두드려 맞아요?
맞아요. 돌다리도 두드려 보고 건너라.
오늘은 되게 쉬웠습니다.
오리만 늑대가 나왔을 뿐. 역시. 네.
Yeah, okay.
돌다리도 두들겨보고 건너라. 확실한 것이라도 다시 한번 확인해야 한다는 뜻이죠.
Yeah,
네.
yeah. No matter how secure you think something is, double check.
네.
Double check.
그렇습니다.
Everyone knew this. Looking at the messages, people said 오리발 내민다. 오리발.
아, 여기 오리가 있었는데.
Yeah. Michael Kimnim says 닭 잡아먹고 다이너소.
공룡발?
공룡발? 다이너소? 다이너소 그거 노래 아닌가요?
노래예요?
누구 노래예요? 다이너소. 악뮤. 악동 뮤지션이죠. Yeah, okay, there we go. This was good. I like this because I can learn and refresh my memory. Tomorrow, 내일은 더 힘들게, 더 어렵게.
그래요. 제가 공부를 해야겠네요. 알겠습니다.
고수님께서 돌다리도 점프로 건너라 라고 하셨어요. Yeah. Close your eyes and jump.
네, 여러분의 창의력 있는 속담 만들기도 재밌네요.
Yeah,
네,
okay.
두드려보고 건너고 점프도 해보고 알겠습니다.
Thank you so much, 홍당당, and I'll see you tomorrow.
감사합니다. 내일 뵙겠습니다.
All right. This is Walking in the Sun by Travis.
I was walking along in the sun, taking pictures of everyone, and there's something on the tip of my tongue. Well, it's easy to see from afar, and it's easy to be on your guard, but it's harder just to be who you are. When all these people wanna lead you down the back of the track, they're in your back, they will try to tear you apart, but believe in you will see that there's no reason to doubt, then you will find you can do much better than that. If you think of all the things that you feel, all the voices in your head that you hear, it's a mystery that we're still holding on. When all these people wanna lead you down the back of the track, they're in your back, they will try and tear you apart, but believe in me, we'll see that there's no reason to doubt.
When someone becomes deeply engrossed in something, we often say they're addicted. The world is full of dangerous addictions. There's smartphone addiction, where people can't put their phones down and spend the entire day staring at the screens. There's exercise addiction, where individuals feel anxious if they don't work out, pushing their bodies to the limit, despite exhaustion. And then there's caffeine addiction, where people feel unsettled without multiple cups of coffee per day. But do you know what the scariest addiction of all is? Carbohydrate addiction. Now, carbohydrates are essential nutrients for our survival, yet they're also the most addictive. Let's take a look at some foods containing carbs. Rice cakes, breads, ramyeon, noodles, dumplings, pasta, hamburgers, pizza, cakes, chips. The list goes on. And the problem? Well, just thinking about these foods makes your mouth water. Carbs seem to have a magical hold on us. A warm slice of bread, a comforting bowl of pasta, or a decadent dessert. How can we possibly resist? Why do we crave them so much? When we eat carbs, our brain releases dopamine, a chemical that makes us feel happy. It's like a little reward for each bite, especially with sugary treats. Carbs also help increase serotonin, the happy hormone, which calms and relaxes us whenever we're stressed or upset. On top of that, carbs are everywhere. They're convenient and always within reach, making them incredibly hard to say no to. And most of all, carbs are delicious. A recent study suggested that modern humans have a gene that speeds up carbohydrate digestion. Faster digestion causes intense hunger pangs, fueling a strong desire for more carbs. Combine this with the fast-paced nature of modern life, and it's no wonder people find carbs irresistible. 라떼는 말이야. We believe there was no temptation we couldn't resist. If we had enough willpower, no addiction or craving could control us. But today, as everything moves faster in the digital age, patience seems to have vanished. If only we could resist more effectively, perhaps carb addiction wouldn't have such a strong grip on us. If we have enough patience, we might not get close to carb addiction.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is time for our next guest segment, and I am meeting this person for the first time. We are in the studio with Leanne for Relationship Matters.
Hello, Nick.
Hello, 반갑습니다.
Yes, I've heard so much about you, but this
you
is
have?
finally our first time meeting.
좋은 얘기만
좋은 얘기
들으셨죠?
많이 들었어요. How you're like a 영국 신사님.
아이고, 아닙니다. It's lovely to meet you.
Yes.
And I know that you took this show while in between David and me.
Oh, I did,
as well.
Yes.
And I did see that, and I was like, oh, she's good.
Oh no,
너무
I'm not
잘하시네.
good. I was
어떡해.
nervous, and people were like making fun of me. They were like, 긴장했다, 유리언니.
That's okay. Well, it's really nice to have you here.
Yes.
And it's good to be formally acquainted with you. This segment, Relationship Matters, I'm going to assume you're some kind of relationship expert.
I try to be.
tried-
I do my research.
Yeah, you have a
and-
자격증 and
No,
stuff
I
like- you
don't.
have
I just
자격증.
love talking about relationships
Okay.
and learning about relationships, which
Okay.
is why I wanted to cover this segment.
Okay, brilliant.
But so we basically cover relationships about everything, like coworkers, like 연인, or just like family.
Yeah.
But today, what I brought with me was online dating and how that's changing the relationship
Okay.
these days, especially for the MZ generation, because they're the ones that are more active.
I hear that now online dating is responsible for the most amount of couples forming.
Yes,
It's
which is
crazy.
quite shocking.
Yeah.
Because back in my days, it wasn't a common thing. But when I meet my single friends, I like 90% of them have experiences.
한국에서
online
옛날에
dating.
다 소개팅, 미팅을
Right.
통해서
I think Korea was late in catching up in the online dating scene, though. I was in the US about like 10 years ago.
Okay.
People were starting to do online dating and getting married as well. But
Yeah.
so I wanted to test your knowledge on some kind of terminology that's very
okay.
prevalent in online dating. I mean, we've probably heard of it used before in just offline dating as well, but these are ones that are more prevalent
Okay.
online. So first of all, we can start with ghosting. You know
Okay.
ghosting. That's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
pretty easy, right?
You don't have to be in a relationship to ghost someone.
Right.
But I guess it is very serious. I've never ghosted anyone. I don't think I have. But I see a lot of it on social media and things like that.
Yes, it is. It is very quite common. So basically, ghosting is a sudden and unexplained stopping of all communication by just one party in a dating relationship.
Right.
So basically, the other person disappears without giving any notice, leaving the other person confused. And benching, what about this one? Benching. This is the first time I've actually heard this term, but it's quite common.
Benching is when you go to the gym.
Right,
You're just,
benching.
pumping out stuff.
Or in the sports games, like I've got benched. I've heard that one before. Like I've got put this aside, but I didn't know that this one was used in relationships.
저도 처음 들어봤습니다.
Oh, you have. So basically, it means when someone maintains kind of like a low-level connection with another person while keeping their options open.
I see you've written in Korean 어장관리.
So that's how I understand it. Like, oh yeah, we have that in Korean. That's 어장관리.
I guess it's keeping your options open.
Right.
And it's kind of sneaky. If you're just like, sometying, I think, you can do that because that's the reason you're trying to find someone who's compatible.
Right.
But when you're dating someone,
yes,
it's a bit dangerous.
That's bad. That's pretty bad.
Before we move on, we do have
Yes.
some messages coming in. Lots of people are happy to see you here. Let's have a look. We have lots of people saying, welcome back, Yurian. And some people calling you Yurian the Durian.
Yes.
Is that your nickname?
Yes. David used to yell out in the beginning of my segment, Yurian, Durian, Purian. It's called.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Michael Kimden says, 안녕하세요, Yurian, Durian, Purian.
Yeah, he made it very well known.
But durian is a bad smelling fruit.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't like durian, but then another list 청취자님께서 뷰리안 어떠냐고 해가지고 뷰리안을 add해서 so 두리안, 뷰리안.
Well, 진리님께서 has made
네.
it much better, saying 유리안, 뷰티안.
아, 네.
오늘은 전혀 긴장 안 하시네요.
맞아요. 저번에 긴장 너무 많이 했어요. 그래서 많이 놀라셨어요.
That's good. Well, lots of people seem to like you, so it's good to
Yes.
have you here. And also, hello to everyone coming in. Soynim, Driftmonkeynim, Jennynim, Chaeyunjungnim. Oh, it's good to see you all, my friends. Okay, so we just talked about ghosting and benching. Any
Yes.
more information?
So ghosting and benching, they're very prevalent in online dating, especially because, due to the ease of maintaining multiple connections with just a small amount of effort, right? And a lot of these profiles you can keep anonymous as well. And the ability to simply disappear from someone's life without any face-to-face confrontation obviously makes it quite easy to, cut off communication or kind of bench someone at the same time. So it's this specific online dating, the fact that it's online that makes it easier for people to ghost and also bench, which is becoming more intense. We know about ghosting, we know about 어장관리. It's that the MZ generation are doing it more intensely through online dating.
It might be a personal question. Have you ever been ghosted or been benched as far as you know?
Yes, I have never been ghosted.
Yeah.
I've actually I've had ghosted someone, but only because I had good reasons.
Okay.
I was very young and foolish, and I and people were telling me some weird things rumors about this person that I was seeing, and then so I'd ghosted. But I made my apologies. I got benched before, though. Do you know what a really good sign of being benched is? Like when you contact the other person and they don't really reply to you, but it's like Saturday night, and out of nowhere, they're like, "What are you up to?"
Your
it's like
last option.
Yes, so I'm like your last option after you contact. And when I would contact you like during lunch on a weekday, like to meet to convey the message that I'm like thinking of you.
Yeah.
But the other person, obviously, I'm just a fish in his 어장.
슈렉이네요. 진짜.
그때 그 약간 아픈 메모리가 있긴 합니다.
Well, hopefully, I assume it was back in the day.
Very long ago.
Yeah. All right, so what else have we got?
Yes, so how about this one? Because this is also the first time I've heard of it. Situationship. Is a thing. Yes. So I guess people would say we're in a situation, which is thus far the situationship.
I've heard.
You've heard of this term before?
들어봤는데 쓴 적이 없어요.
쓴 적 없어요. So it's been around for a while then.
I'm like, we're in a situation, like,
I feel like I've heard it in like a drama.
Seems like a Mean Girls kind of term.
It's like a situation. It's complicated.
Yeah.
But more than it's not really. When I researched into it, it didn't have that much of a negative connotation. It's quite common.
Yeah.
So it's basically, its meaning is it's an undefined relationship that lacks clarity and commitment. It falls between friendship and a traditional romantic relationship. So partners are in kind of an uncertainty about their status.
Oh, so it's some.
That's what I felt like it was in Korean.
Okay.
Some. It were situationship, some, and it's quite common. So I found this phrase that really summarizes what situationship is, which was this blogger who said they could buy you flowers, take you out on dates, leave their toothbrush in your house, speak to you from dusk to dawn, have their daily itinerary burnt into your brain, and still be unable to refer to them as your partner.
Oh, I don't know. Is that healthy?
That is so, I hate it.
Yeah,
I guess that's what you call a situation.
I guess, yeah, it is.
Like
Maybe
no one's committing, but you're doing everything that screams we're committed to each other.
It's so 애매해. Like, I guess you have all of the tendencies and behaviors of a relationship, but none of the strings attached.
Right.
So the moment you lose interest, you can 차버려.
Right. Because we were not really anything in the
Right.
first place.
Oh dear. A situationship.
So I guess apparently a lot of our younger generation are not committed, but in these kind of situations.
Now, I've heard it. I didn't know about it in as much detail, so at least if I ever see someone using it now, I can understand.
Right.
Okay.
So you're in a situation. Get yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
For sure. What's
And
next?
last one is what about breadcrumbing? Because this is also the first time I've heard. Because I've been out of the dating scene for so long.
Okay.
Have you heard of breadcrumbing?
No, but I'm getting images of Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, yeah.
You know, dropping the breadcrumbs so they can find their way back. Is that
just crumb by crumb?
Yeah.
Yes,
Let me guess.
yes.
So you're in a relationship, but you're scared you might break up, so you leave a bit of you leave your foot in one door.
Kind of. Like with all of these say we're not in a relationship officially, but basically you're 한 발 걸쳐놓는 느낌인 것 같아요.
Okay.
한국말로 말하면.
Okay.
그래서 you don't want to. You're pretty much right.
Okay.
You don't want to cut them off, but
Yeah.
you don't want to let them in entirely.
Yeah.
So you keep on giving them breadcrumbs to not really lose you.
It's
like 약간
미끼를
희망
주는,
고문 비슷한 것 같아요.
가짜
약간
희망,
you're still in my interest.
false hope. And
We're not quite there yet, but keep on trying, and I'll root you on, kind of thing.
These are all negative.
These are quite negative, and this is all have to do with people not wanting to really commit.
Okay.
All right, so Healthline, this magazine describes a breadcrumber as someone who leads you on by dropping small morsels of interest. So this could be everything from like an occasional message, phone call, date plan, or like social media interaction, like a lovely comment on your SNS. These all include the act of breadcrumbing. And so they happen sporadically, and they usually don't have any follow through. So when a breadcrumber senses you are ready to move on, they kind of double their efforts to keep you vested. They want you in their control, kind of. It almost feels like gaslighting also, right?
It feels like some kind of gaslighting manipulation.
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it's just that it's so easy to do so online because it's as easy as just leaving a comment or like sending them a DM. It's just like a few seconds.
I know.
Back in my days, it was like text message.
Right. I mean, it's a
But
similar
now
thing,
everyone's online and, right. So this is an act of breadcrumbing. So we've talked about breadcrumbing. We've talked about ghosting, benching. And we know, like, these terminology is quite new to us, but we know that they've existed for quite some time.
Right.
The fact is that it's more prevalent in modern dating scene, especially on online dating. So why do you think there's this rising trend of these kind of situationships happening, more breadcrumbing, ghosting?
I guess.
And thus far, no one really wanting to commit.
If I just had to make an uneducated guess, it would be we're connected with so many more people now.
Yes.
That we see so many options. You go on social media, you see someone who's very attractive.
Right.
Send them a DM, and then you maybe talk to them, and then you're just constant bombardment of stimuli.
Right.
You don't want to settle for one person, maybe.
Exactly. That is the very first reason, the biggest reason I personally think also is why people are so afraid of committing is basically choice overload. It's like you have so many dating applications and you have so many social media applications as well. And you are bombarded with a lot of images of people and also a lot of choice. So it makes you feel like, if I commit to this person, aren't I losing out on, missing out on all these other nice people that I could be dating? So that's one big issue, which is so bad because, people always put up their best versions of themselves online.
For sure.
How can we really trust it? One sad fact is, the rise in divorce rates because these younger generations have been seeing a lot of their parents go through divorce or, their acquaintances. They just have a lack of trust in terms of, marriages really working out. Okay. So that's why it plays into their influence of not really wanting to commit.
Yeah.
And one more big reason is the economy hasn't been doing so well.
Right.
We've been seeing recession and economic polarization worsen over the past few years. So people feel like they need to establish themselves financially and socially before really committing to someone else. They feel like in such a hard, economically difficult time, 여유가 없다는 거죠. 나부터 좀 잘 살고 이제 그 다음에 I will fully commit to someone else.
Yeah.
So I feel like commitment is like pushed back on their timeline as well.
Yeah. You know what? I feel I just did a segment before you came in called 라떼는 말이야. I feel like this would be the perfect the perfect
Sorry, I wasn't
topic.
listening, but
We do 라떼는 말이야. We talk about the good old days.
Yes,
and I
yes.
feel like this would be perfect when it comes to like dating and things like that. Do you have any any tips about dating that could be seen as a positive thing to wrap up? So I noticed, there's something called conscious dating.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So this is something that people are trying to have more authentic relationships these days, which is conscious dating, which is from the get-go, from the beginning, they establish what kind of preferences you have, like what kind of person you are, what kind of life goals you have, so you don't waste time breadcrumbing or, benching anyone else.
Yeah.
So that's a really good way to just kind of get the good, important things out so you can really dive into the authentic relationship.
I would say this is where online dating excels because when you're doing online dating, you have a list of your interests and everything like that. If you're like 자만추 and you're just, you're kind of just looking for a natural one, yeah, it might be nice and romantic, but then you're going to disagree on so many things.
Right.
So there are positives and negatives to both of them.
Right.
Yeah. Well, this has been really interesting. Some really good advice. A little bit, I guess I'm worried for the future generations.
Yes, it's a little negative, but I wanted to end on a positive note saying, 2025 seems brighter because the trend seems to be a little shifting towards authentic relationships. So
conscious dating.
If I have more time next week, I will talk about that on a more positive note.
Brilliant stuff. Yuran, it was a pleasure to meet you, and I have full trust that you are a relationship expert. So
I'll try to be.
Good stuff. I'll see you next week and have a great one until then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everyone, it is time to end the first half here. I've got lots of messages coming in. I will read them in the second half. Don't go anywhere. We're going to listen to 고등어 by Lucy de Paul.
이로든 갈 수 있는 튼튼한 지느러미로 나를 원하는 곳으로 헤엄치네 돈이 없는 사람들도 배불리 먹을 수 있게 나는 또다시 바다를 가르네 몇만 원이 넘는다는 서울의 꽃등심보다 맛도 없고 비린지는 몰라도 그래도 나는 안다네 그동안 내가 지켜온 수많은 가족들의 저녁 밥상 나를 고를 때면 내 눈을 바라봐줘요 난 눈을 감는 법도 몰라요 가난한 그대 날 골라줘서 고마워요 수고했어요 오늘 이 하루도 고를 때면 내 눈을 바라봐줘요. 난 눈을 감는 법도 몰라요. 가난한 그대 날 골라줘서 고마워요. 수고했어요. 오늘 이 하루도 나를 고를 때면 내 눈을 바라봐줘요. 난 눈을 감는 법도 몰라요. 가난한 그대 날 골라줘서 고마워요. 수고했어요. 오늘 이 하루도 수고했어요. 오늘 이 하루도
Your bridge to the world. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
부산 글로벌 도시재단 대표이사 전용호입니다. 부산은 대한민국의 굳건한 성장 동력으로서 물류, 금융, 영상, 관광, 문화, 디지털, 첨단 산업의 중심지인 글로벌 허브 도시로 나아가고 있습니다. 이를 위해 부산 글로벌 도시재단은 부산을 대표하는 도시 외교의 플랫폼을 지향합니다. 세계 평화도시 부산의 브랜드를 강화하는 부산 UN 위크와 부산 글로벌 도시 포럼, 유라시아 도시 외교단, 개발협력 포럼, 그리고 세계 시민축제는 부산의 소프트 파워의 상징으로 자리매김하고 있습니다. 부산 영어방송도 시민과 함께 영어하기 편한 도시, 세계와 경쟁하며 더불어 살아가는 부산을 만들어가겠습니다. 시민이 행복한 글로벌 허브 도시 부산, 부산 글로벌 도시재단이 함께합니다.
We are
The Firefighter Duo.
Winter is so dry. Let's prevent fire by keeping these 3 rules. If you take caution, you can prevent a fire.
The number one cause of fire in winter are electric blankets. Take special caution with highly flammable materials such as memory foam, toppers, and bedding.
Number 2, having too many appliances on the power outlet is dangerous. Always unplug all the appliances that you're not currently using.
Number 3, check the heater is off before leaving the house. Leaving it on for an extended period of time can cause a fire.
Let's all take part in preventing fire and have warm and safe winter this year.
Tune into BEFM 부산영어방송 for an emergency broadcast.
This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
토요일 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까?
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
안녕하세요, 티나입니다. 오늘은 멋진 클래식 기타를 연주하시는 분과 이야기 나눠보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 자기소개 부탁드립니다.
네, 저는 망미동에서 기타 수업을 하고 공연 기획을 하는 신성진이라고 합니다. 반갑습니다.
네, 언제부터 기타 연주를 하셨나요?
네, 처음에 접한 거는 배를 타던 삼촌이 있어가지고 그 삼촌을 통해서 이제 접하게 됐고요. 그게 아마 초등학교 6학년 정도 된 것 같습니다.
네. 그러면 거의 한 30년 정도 되신 건가요?
더 됐죠, 사실.
지금 30년 넘게 기타를 연주해 오시면서 기타의 매력은 무엇이라고 생각하십니까?
기타의 매력은 첫 번째로는 따뜻한 소리죠. 일반인들은 사실 구분을 잘 못하는데 피아노 소리하고 기타 소리를 우리는 느낄 수 있거든요. 기타 소리는 피아노와 비슷하지만 으스로 따뜻한 맛이 있습니다. 그 맛을 이렇게 아는 사람은 거기서 못 헤어나죠.
그렇군요. 기타를 오랫동안 배우시고 가르치시게 되신 계기가 있으실까요?
근데 이제 열심히 하게 된 계기는 삼촌이 저게 연습을 하는 거 보더니 아이고 니는 안 되겠다. 그래서 갑자기 열심히 하는 스타일이 아닌데 오기가 생겨가지고 그때부터는 비밀리로 용돈을 모아가지고 학원에 다니고 목표는 이제 삼촌보다 더 잘 치는 게 목표였죠. 그게 계기가 돼서 지금까지 온 것 같습니다. 올해 치게 된 계기는 제가 뭐 특별한 재능이 없고 사실 어릴 때부터 어디에 관심을 많이 두는 스타일이 아니었거든요. 사실 뭐 청소년기에 약간 좀 힘든 어떤 집안 사정도 있고 이랬는데 기타를 통해 갖고 기타에 오히려 더 전념했죠.
성장 과정에서 기타가 항상 함께했던 상황이셨군요.
거의 저한테는 종교였죠, 기타가.
그러면 지금 현재 기타를 가르치시고 계신데요. 주로 어떤 분들이 오셔서 수업을 들으시나요?
예전에는 성인분들이 많았는데 이 망미동에 오고 여기 학교가 많다 보니까 아이들이 많이 옵니다.
네.
그 예전에는 사실 아이들이 수업하는 게 힘들었는데 제가 나이가 들다 보니까 이제 아이들이 저한테 배우는 게 너무 감사하더라고요. 저한테 배워준다는 게.
그러시군요. 13년 동안 골방 콘서트도 진행하신다고 들었는데요. 그것에 대해서도 알려주신다면요.
네, 2011년부터 정말 그 배산에 있는 요 골방에서 공연을 했었거든요. 네, 그래서 작은 방에다 사람을 넣고 그 좁연한 홀에서 연주를 하고 그게 계기가 돼가지고 지금까지 한 13년 하고 있는 것 같습니다. 주로 이제 클래식 기타를 위주로 진행이 되고 저는 연주자의 뜻대로 어떤 공연장을 하다 보면 그 공연장이 요구하는 곡이라든지 아니면 대중들이 좀 쉽게 들을 수 있는 곡이라든지 이런 요구하는 게 많거든요. 근데 저는 절대 요구하지 않습니다. 네가 하고 싶은 레파토리를 그대로 해라. 뭐 바하곡만 쭉 하든지 아무리 재미없는 곡을 하든지 네 스타일대로 해라고 하는 게 제가 하는 스타일입니다.
그러시군요. 작년 10월 달에 원먼스 페스티벌에도 참여하신 걸로 알고 있는데요. 어떤 활동을 하셨는지요?
네, 저는 그때 공연 기획도 하고 연주도 참여하고 했습니다. 아무래도 시에서 홍보를 많이 해주니까 사람도 많이 오고 반응도 좋고 해서 기분 좋았던 공연이었던 것 같습니다.
선생님, 제가 지금 현재 여기 기타 교습소에 와 있으니까 클래식 기타 소리를 한번 들어볼 수 있을까요?
클래식 기타가 어떤 게 다른지 잠깐 시범을 한번 보여드릴게요. 예를 들어가지고 대부분의 악기는 선율 악기거든요. 그래서 이제 이렇게 나오겠죠. 근데 이제 기타는 피아노처럼 이렇게 이제 반주도 되고 선율도 되고 이게 가장 매력이죠.
그럼 클래식 기타는 외형적으로 다른 기타와 다른 점이 있을까요?
일단 지판 짚는 왼손이 짚는 부분이 폭이 좀 넓고요.
네.
또 줄이 다르죠. 줄이 이게 나일론 줄로 돼 있고 이제 다른 기타들은 이제 스틸로 돼 있고 그게 제일 큰 차이점입니다.
그러면 기타 초보자들을 위한 간단한 팁을 주신다면요?
초보자라고 해서 뭐 왕도는 없고요. 요즘 유튜브나 여러 매체를 통해서 이렇게 배울 수도 있지만 제일 중요한 건 자세거든요.
네.
그래서 자세가 안 좋으면 시작부터 뭔가 사람들이 이상하다 하고 좋은 결과를 또 낳기도 힘들고 그래서 그런 매체를 통해서 접하기보다는 처음에는 무조건 선생님, 전문가를 찾아서 자세부터 만들어 놓고 그게 되면은 이제 매체를 통해서 오는 게 아마 이해가 훨씬 쉬울 겁니다. 아니면 자세가 잘못 이렇게 되면 고치기가 너무 힘들어요.
그렇군요. 우리 선생님의 앞으로의 계획이 있으시다면요?
특별한 계획은 없고 이제 매달 지치지 말고 쟤한테 또 타협하지 말고 평생 공연을 기획해서 실행하는 게 제 꿈입니다.
네, 너무 멋진 계획이신데요. 우리 선생님의 마지막 구호는 무엇일까요?
예술의 놀이터 망미동 이곳에 한번 놀러 오세요.
화이팅!
Thank you, Tina, our reporter, for bringing us on the mic. And today, we were listening to the story of Shin Sung-jin, a guitarist and instructor based in Mangmi-dong, who's been playing guitar out of determination to prove himself to certain family members. And this instrument became a source of comfort during his youth and inspired him to teach and perform. And while his classes were initially catered to adults, they now attract many children too. He's organized many types of concerts for 13 years and focusing on classical guitar performances as well. And for beginners, he also advises beginners to seek professional guidance early on and wants to continue creating and performing music for the rest of his life. His motto is come in play in the playground of art. A really, really amazing guy. And I did love that he gave us a little sample of his beautiful melodic guitar playing. And that was today's On the Mic. And every day we'll have a voice clip from someone amazing in the city. Well, the time is now 5:08 in the afternoon. I should have done this in the first half, but I couldn't squeeze it in. So right now, I'm going to let you know today's text topic because I should have let you know in the first half. Today's text topic is all about exercise. 여러분이 지금 하고 있는 운동은 무엇인가요? 혹은 여러분이 도전해보고 싶은 운동이 있나요? Let me know if there's an exercise that you're doing right now in general, or is there an exercise or sport that you really want to do for 2025? We've got a lot of messages coming in. I'm going to read through some of them. We have Juliet Nim as well saying, hello everybody, I just popped in to say hi and bye. Oh, I'm satisfied with seeing Nick for a while. Nice to see you, Juliet Nim, just for a second. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for saying hello. It's made me a little bit happier, so thank you. Anyway, we've got lots of messages about the text topic. We've got 최윤정 님 who says, 저는 지금 에로빅스랑 머슬 펌프 수업 듣고 있습니다. 주말 빼고 매일 해요. 에로빅은 신나고 머슬 펌프는 할 때 힘든데 하고 나면 뿌듯합니다. That sounds intense. Aerobics and muscle pumps. That's got to be really tough. But like you said, it's got to be difficult. But then like we learned, with 홍당당 a little while ago, 고진감래. 맞죠? 고생 끝에 낙이 오는 거죠. So once you've exercised this, you're going to be strong, you're going to be healthy, and that's awesome. Thank you for that inspiration. We have 추남님, who now I have just realized to never read the first part of their name. 추남님께서 작년까지는 철인 3종 경기 하고 그랬는데 무릎 다친 이후로는 못하고 있네요 라고 하셨어요. It sounds like I mean, anybody who does a triathlon, 철인 3종 경기, is insane in a good way, in my opinion. The fact that you could do a triathlon is amazing, and it really is sad to hear that you hurt yourself and that you can't do it. I do hope, Chunamnim, that you recover quickly. Not too quickly, though. Take your time, relax, heal up, and then before you know it, I hope you can participate in these triathlons again. Soinem as well. Hello, Soinem, saying, I love swimming so much that I have more than 10 swimsuits. Wow. I didn't know that. That's really cool. However, I'm not very good at breaststroke, so I'm going to try and get better at breaststroke this year. You know, I knew that you liked swimming, Soinem. You've mentioned it, but I didn't know you liked it that much. Wow, that's really cool. Breaststroke is the one... Yeah, I'm not very good at breaststroke either. I guess whenever I do breaststroke, I feel like I'm moving so slowly. It's a bit 좀 답답해요. So I usually just go for the normal one. 화이팅, 소희님. 화이팅 하세요. I hope you get better at the breaststroke. You know, and use one of your 10 amazing swimsuits. Let's have a look here. We also have Benny Nim saying, for me, walking. And the reason, walking helps me to maintain a lot of my energy and my focus as well. That's cool. Walking is simple, but it's very effective. And that's awesome if you're doing it every day, which I know you are. We have 만학도 영은님 as well, popping in to say hello a bit earlier. Hello, my friend. 안녕하십니까? Saying, 저는 따로 시간 내기가 어려워서 집에서 학원까지 걸어 다니는 걸로 만족하고 있어요. 왕복 1시간 20분 정도라고 하셨어요. That's a lot. So about 40 minutes there and 40 minutes back. I would say that's around 8,000 to 10,000 steps. 거의 만보겠죠? 대단하시다. That's really good. I do a little bit less than that. I walk to work as well, even though it's cold. It takes me about 35 minutes, and I do about 7,000보. So you got to be doing about 10,000 steps. That's awesome. Keep it up, my friend. And 진리님 as well saying, 저는 퇴근 후에 닉 방송 재방 들으며 1시간 걷기를 좋아합니다. Oh, that's nice. 1 hour is a lot of time to walk, but 1 hour to listen to a rerun of my show, well, that made me feel so appreciated. Thank you for sharing that, Jinli Nim, as well. Sudokshon Nim as well. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the show. Saying playing table tennis for about 3 months at the table tennis courts. Now, that's fun. You know, exercise doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be like... really intense, like some people have. Like Yoon Jung-nim is doing aerobics and muscle pumps, which are very effective but difficult. Something like table tennis sounds like a lot of fun, especially 친구랑 같이 하면 되게 재미있을 것 같아요. That's really cool, really cool. Also, Jenny Nim saying, I go swimming once a week. I walk and run at the park from time to time, and recently I started to work out at the gym. Well, I hope when you're walking, and run at the park is not too hot. I know New Zealand is sweltering all the time, so make sure you stay hydrated, Jenny Nim. But that's great to hear. Lots of really good messages. It's motivating. Now I feel I need to work harder. So thanks for that, everybody. Juliet Nim also saying, I like hiking. All right, keep sending your messages in to pound 9050, sharp 9050, to cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message, or a YouTube live comment. We're going to take a song break, and then we'll be back. This is I'm Born to Run by American Authors.
I'm born to run down rocky cliffs. Give me grace, bury my sins. Shattered glass and black holes can't hold me back from where I need to go. Yellow hills and valleys deep, I watch them move under my feet. Stranger things have come and gone to see the world and take the throne. Don't hold back. Oh, I won't hold back. I'm gonna live my life like I'm gonna die young, like it's never enough, like I'm born to run. I'm gonna spend my time like tomorrow won't come. Do whatever I want, like I'm born to run. I wanna see Paris, I wanna see Tokyo,
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Zooby bum para, zooby param pam. Zooby nache, kipaga stupid man.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It's 5:18 in the afternoon, and I was shocked because usually during the song breaks, the camera goes off of me so I can do stupid faces and drink my coffee and pick my nose and do gross things. But it was on me, so that was quite embarrassing. Michael Kim님 saying 닝님 고정 화면인 줄. Okay, yeah. I'll be different from. I'll have a good poker face after this. All right, it is now time for everyone's favorite part. It is time for the For Your Busan quiz. So we have different quizzes on every day of the week. We have the acrostic poem contest. Using the word of the day, you'll need to create an acrostic poem and we'll pick the best one. You can make it fun and meaningful and have a chance to win a prize. We also have the famous person quiz, where you listen to hints about a certain person and try to guess who it is. And out of all the people in the world, you can never imagine who might be featured in this quiz. We also have chances to listen to clues about countries or cities around the world and try and guess the location, a bit of geography. And we also have ASMR mukbang quizzes. So it's quite a variety, a lot of fun. And today's quiz is Guess the Nation or the City. Guess the Nation or the city입니다. So this is a bit of geography, 지리학 문제입니다. Now there are 195 countries in the world today and over 4 million unique cities and towns from every country in the world. Today, we brought a quiz about one city in this huge world. You can listen to the hints and guess the name of the city. 자, 오늘은 한 도시에 관한 문제입니다. 저희가 들려드리는 힌트를 잘 듣고 어떤 도시인지 도시의 이름을 맞춰주시면 됩니다. So I've got some hints written down here. Later on, if they're too difficult still, I'll make some more hints. But there you go. We've got people making guesses already. Michael Kimnim saying, Canada, you haven't listened to any hints yet. 천천히, take it down a bit. But I like your spirit. That's good. That's good. Also saying, 데이비드님은 아재 힌트에 달인이셨는데요. Yeah, I don't do many 아재 gigs. At least I don't. Do I? Nah. I don't know. Maybe to my wife I do, but she hates them. That's why I do it. The more they hate it, the more I do it. So, anyway. We've got some hints. The first hint is a listening hint. It's the national anthem of the country which belongs to the city. 오, 멋진데? 뭔가 좀 스타워즈 임페리얼 마치 곡이랑 비슷한데요. 되게 멋집니다. This was the country's the national anthem. 이 나라의 국가였습니다. So that's it's not a very good hint. Yeah, who knows? You know, nobody knows other countries' national anthems, do they? I don't. Anyway, hint number 2. It's a center for the performing arts, home to the State Opera and Ballet, the Presidential Symphony Orchestra, and several national theatre companies. Another hint, Korea is 6 hours ahead of the country of this city. The 시간 차이가 있잖아요. 그 시차, it's 6 hours. We've got another listening hint. Let's listen to this nation's language.
ओह नैयर साहब आप बस स्टैंड तक क्यों नहीं गए? अब वो बेचारी बच्ची यहाँ तक कैसे आएगी? उसे तो रास्ता तक नहीं पता। बेचारी बच्ची को अकेला छोड़ दिया हमने।
तो फिर हमने दरवाजा क्यों खोल दिया? इतना काफी नहीं है क्या? मैं ऐसा बेरहम इंसान या जोर जुल्म करने वाला नहीं हूँ। अफंदी के जनाजे के बाद हमारे साथ आ जाती।
नैयर उसने अपने बाबा का इंतजार किया और क्या कर सकती थी वो? देखो जरा कितने बेरहम हो गए हम तो ऐसे कभी थे ही नहीं।
बात सुनो, मुझे उस बाप की शक्ल वाली से बात नहीं करनी। उस लड़की को पहले दिन से ही हमारे सर पर चढ़ाना बंद करो।
तौबा है नैयर, आपके दिल में उस लड़की के लिए जरा भी मोहब्बत नहीं है।
Wow. A very, very beautiful language. Almost sounds like a mixture of Arabic and Japanese or something. Arapanese. That's not the answer. But it's a beautiful, beautiful language. I had no idea what they're saying. 무슨 내용인지 모르겠지만 that's not important. So we've got some guesses coming in. We have Chaesung-nim saying Russia. We have Sudok-shon-nim saying Turkey's national anthem. Oh, maybe you recognize the Turkish national anthem. Busan-nim saying no idea. Soy-nim saying 올림픽 할 때 들어본 것 같은데. 진리-님 saying 천천히요? 네, 닉 선생님. 아이고, 잘하셨습니다, 학생. Driftmonkey-nim just laughing. Soy-nim also thinking Russia, Moscow. Benny-nim saying Turkey. Okay, all right. Give you another hint. Now the next hint is too obvious. All right, you know what? I'm gonna give you a hint that will definitely make you know the country of the city. Now, it sounds like an animal before they change the name slightly, right? 여러분, 미국 주스 감자 절대 못 먹죠? The producer's kind of laughing right now. He's like, oh dear. Yeah, so it's very famous for that. Send your messages to pound 9050 sharp 9050, which will cost you 101. Kakao Talk message or a YouTube live message. So, if you know the country, you have to guess the city. And the city's name originated from a Celtic word. The meaning of that word was anchor. Anchor. You know, like an anchor in a ship, when you drop the anchor to stop the boat. That's where the city's name comes from. Let's take a song break. Send your messages in right now. We'll be back. This is New Light by John Mayer.
I'm the boy in your other phone, lighting up inside your drawer at home, all alone, pushing 40 in the friend zone. We talk and then you walk away every day. Oh, you don't think twice about me, and maybe you're right to doubt me, but if you give me just one night, you're gonna see me in a new light. Yeah, if you give me just one night to meet you underneath the moonlight. Oh, I wanna take two, I wanna break through, I wanna know that's running through my veins for you. What do I do with all this? What do I do with all this love that's running through my veins for you? What do I do with all this? What do I do with all this love that's running through my veins for you? What do I do with all this? What do I do with all this?
Zooby zooby dooby bum para, zooby dooby param pam. Zooby dooby not.
Welcome back, everybody. We just listened to New Light by John Mayer. And we are still in the middle of Quiz Master. I asked you a question about a specific place in the world. 네, 오늘은 한 도시에 관한 퀴즈로 여러분과 함께 하고 있습니다. 앞에서 힌트를 좀 많이 드렸는데 근데 아직도 정답을 보낼까 말까 고민 중이신가요? Well, I'm going to give you some more answers. And yeah, we've got to turn the screen on. The screen. There we go, PD님. Thank you, PD. He's doing a great job today. All right, so we played you the national anthem. We played you the language. But apparently that wasn't helpful. It wasn't helpful. 고수님 saying 국가 연주를 평소보다 길게 들었는데도 모르겠네요. Yeah, I know. I guess we were just... It was a nice national anthem, so I didn't mind listening to it for a long time. A lot of people seem to think it's in Turkey or Turkey, and you might be right. I can't give the answer away. And we had 소희님 saying 저는 아키 카우리스마키 감독 영화 좋아해서 영화 많이 봤는데도 못 알아들었네요. Oh, that sounds. Are they Turkish? This sounds like a Japanese name. Oh, I guess they're Turkish. 제니님 saying 친구들 다들 잘 맞추시네요. 전혀 모르겠어요. It's difficult. We've got some messages coming in. Let's have a look. We have 윤정님 saying Ankara. We have Michael Kim님 saying Istanbul. 아야 소피아 가고 싶네요 라고 하셨어요. Lots more coming in. Yeah, lots of people thinking it's in this place. You're kind of on the right tracks. We have Yoonjung-nim as well messaging on Kakao Talk saying Ankara. We have Minji-nim messaging in saying Turkey, 이스탄불인가요? Okay, I'll give you some more hints. Now our 작가님 came in and said 데이비드 교수 때 이 아재 개그를 좀 힌트로 많이 줬는데요. 근데 저는 데이비드 아니에요 라고 대답했어요 제가. But I'm trying to think of a good hint. Okay, here's a hint, because we've got some different answers. You know when you go to a bakery, 빵집에 갈 때 원래 그 팥 말고 앙버터가 있잖아요. 앙버터 그 케이크 같은 거 있잖아요. 되게 맛있어요. It has like 팥이랑 앙버터 막 들어가 있는데 take the first part of 앙버터, right? I think that's how you pronounce it. There's one hint right there. For the next part, at the start of the show, we had a listener message in. A very lovely... She just said one message. A very nice message saying, my voice was very nice, so I remembered her. If you remember her name, that's the second part of the answer. These are terrible hints. I'm not very good at these. I'm not good. I'll improve, I promise. I'll give you some real hints. Okay. It is the capital city of the country, and it is the second most populous city in the country. Now, a lot of people think that it's not the capital, but it is. It is. The average monthly cost of living in this city is $589 for a single person. 작가님 이게 힌트는 아니에요. Who knows this stuff? This is just information. This is just general information I'm giving you. Okay. Ataturk Boulevard is the most important avenue in this city. Lots of hints, but they're not really hints. Okay. I gave you enough of a hint, I think. Yeah. Okay. Michael Kim님 says 저는 데이비드 아니에요. 아니지만 데이비드 아니에요지만 영국식 아재 개그가 출연했습니다. Maybe to a certain degree. Yeah. All right, we've got lots of messages coming in. Keep them coming in to pound 9050, 샵 9050, to cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message, a YouTube live message. Don't be shy. Send us, what is the name of this city? We're going to take one more song break and then we'll be back with the answer. We've got a very nice song for you. This is 월급은 통장을 스칠 뿐 by Stella Jang.
어서 와요 곧 떠나겠지만 잠시나마 즐거웠어요 잘 가세요 하지만 다음엔 좀 오래오래 머물다가요 난 매일 손꼽아 기다려 한 달에 한 번 그댈 보는 날 가난한 내 마음을 가득히 채워줘 눈 깜짝하면 사라지지만 반가워요 오랜만이지만 볼 때마다 아름답네요 가지마요 난 그대 없으면 말 그대로 거지란 말이에요 난 매일 손꼽아 기다려 한 달에 한 번 그댈 보는 날 가난한 내 마음을 가득히 채워줘 눈 깜짝하면 사라지지만 난 그대 없인 살 수 없어 왜 자꾸 나를 두고 멀리 가 가난한 내 마음을 가득히 채워줘 눈 깜짝하면 사라지지만 스쳐가지만 잊을 수 없는 이 맛 메마른 내 통장에 단비 같은 너 언제쯤에야 자유로울 수 있나 무한한 이 속박으로부터 난 매일 손꼽아 기다려 한 달에 한 번 그댈 보는 날 가난한 내 마음을 가득히 채워줘 눈 깜짝하면 사라지지만 난 그대 없이 살 수 없어 왜 자꾸 나를 두고 멀리 가
스텔라 장의 월급은 통장을 스칠 뿐 들으셨습니다. Lots of people agreeing with that song. It's a very relatable song, right? My pay doesn't even make a scratch on my total 전 재산, right? So I think a lot of us feel that this way in this economy. But that's for another time. This topic is for another time. Right now, it's time to give away the answer and announce the winner of our Quizmaster segment. I gave you lots of hints, lots of terrible hints. But nonetheless, you smart folks have managed to guess the answer. Now, one more time, the question was, what is the name of this city in this country? A lot of people guessed the country was Turkey or Turkey, and the city is Ankara. Ankara입니다. Yay! Lots of people messaged that. Lots of people correct. 상윤 Kim-님 saying 빵카라. Yeah, I'm sure they have some delicious bread over there. Because the hint was my ang butter, which I'm sure is not from Ankara, but it is very nice. It is very delicious indeed. We have Busan Ajanem messaging in. What I like about Busan Ajanem, our YouTube listener, is he writes how he speaks. And I know he's a Busan 토박이, and he writes like that. So it's very difficult to read sometimes, but I do appreciate. He said, 이스탄불은 수도 아니제? 아니지에? I think that's how you pronounce it. And then he's saying after, he fancies the beer. Yeah, after listening to Stella Jang, yeah, you think of that Belgian beer, right? I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay. Anyway, we got a winner. The winner is going to be, you're going to get a coffee coupon. 커피 한 잔 누구께 드릴까요? 부산 아재님께 드리겠습니다. 좀 허전해요. 저만 이렇게 박수 치니까. Everyone in the studio, yay! There we go. There's a bit more of a clap. I'm sorry we couldn't get you a glass of beer, but have a coffee instead. It's probably slightly better for you. 축하드립니다. And thank you everyone for messaging in. That was today's quiz master. And every day we have an option to win some prizes, and it's a lot of fun. So come and join the fun. 부산아재님 saying, 네, 감사합니다. Yeah, you're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. All right. Before we do move on, I do want to give you a PSA. This is an emergency broadcast from BEFM. The Korean National Police Agency has issued this PSA at 5:20 p.m. on January the 7th, 2025 nationwide. Regarding the Jeju airplane crash, the Korean National Police Agency is conducting a thorough investigation into defamatory posts and videos that harm the honor of the victims and their families. Spreading false rumors or posting defamatory content and videos indiscriminately is a serious crime. Please refrain from actions that could further hurt the bereaved families. This was a PSA from the Korean National Police Agency. Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. And in the studio, we have a person I haven't seen properly in a long time. It is Steve Nam.
Woohoo!
How you doing?
Steve's back, and Nick is back too.
Yeah, I remember when we used to duo together sometimes.
Yeah, we did.
It's been a long time.
It's a year ago, I guess.
I guess so.
Right.
How have
Time
you
really
been?
flies. Me?
Yeah.
Still the same. Always 긍정. You feel me?
Always 긍정. That's actually what I did like about working with you is that you make any situation positive and upbeat.
Right.
Yeah, which is cool.
맞아요.
Yeah, 맞아요. 자신감. 아이고. I miss that.
Right.
I miss that.
So anyways, welcome to my hometown Olympics. This corner is all about visiting sports clubs, associations in Busan, introducing their sports and clubs, and capturing the passion of Busan residents for these sports. So, before we dive into introducing today's club and sport, let's first listen to a clip and try to guess what it is.
Muscles, keeping the chest open. More chest. 3 more. Exhale. All the way up as we continue to kick the legs through the fingers. So we create that expansion across the chest.
Can you guess what it is?
I just had talking. 얘기만 들었는데
내용이 뭐였죠?
모르겠어요.
Inhale, exhale.
요가.
Oh no.
아닌가요?
근데 there's a 기구 소리가 있었어요.
Oh really?
Yeah, going back and forth.
이 메아리가 좀 많이 심해가지고 뭐.
맞아요.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. We got some. Okay, we have someone saying ballet.
Oh no.
That could be. It sounds like the echoey hall.
Yeah.
By the way, we do have some messages saying welcoming you, saying yeah, Steve in the house, Benny Nim. Also, what do we have here? Sangyun Kim Nim asking, does Steve speak any Chinese?
Me?
You speak Chinese? I speak Vietnamese.
I speak Vietnamese, but I do a bit of Chinese too.
No way.
Can I speak a bit?
Go on.
我是韩国人. That's it.
我是英国人. 나도 그 정도 할 수 있어요.
그러면 우리 둘 다 잘하네요.
잘하는 건가요? Also, Michael Kim Nim saying BFM 몸짱 두 분이 드디어 만났네요.
제가 많이 배워야 돼요.
It's like some. Oh really?
Yeah. 우리 형님.
You go to the gym more than me, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I go every day though.
Yeah, that's more than me. There you go.
So
right.
yeah, I think I gotta get reveal the answer. Actually, it's Pilates.
What? Pilates?
Yeah.
Really?
필라테스였어요.
I should know this because people in my life do Pilates.
All right.
I've never done it.
Oh really?
I've played on the 기구 before, but I never took it seriously because I'm because I'm not flexible. 전 유연성이 없거든요. I'm I'll snap. I'm really not. I'm a straight line. Do you do Pilates?
I tried once. But 저도 같은 경험했어요. So that's why I don't want to try again.
Okay.
It's really 너무 아픈 기억이었어요. Yeah. So anyways, we're going to talk about Pilates today. So whether you're a fitness enthusiast or a beginner looking to try something new, I guess this one's for you. So what is Pilates? Pilates is a low-impact exercise system designed to improve flexibility, strength, and body awareness. It focuses on core strength, stability, and controlled breathing, making it a favorite for anyone looking to build a balanced and strong body.
Okay.
Yeah. 정말 맞는 말인 것 같아요.
I totally agree. It's one of those sports that when I look at it, it looks easy. But then when you try it, apparently it's really tough on the body.
I know, right? I mean, like, especially Pilates. It's another level.
Yeah. So, can you tell us a bit about the history of Pilates?
All right. So, Pilates was developed in the early 20th century by Joseph Pilates, a German physical trainer. During World War I, he began experimenting with exercises to help rehabilitate injured soldiers. Over time, he refined his method, which he called contrology, focusing on controlled movements. By the 1920s, Pilates opened a studio in New York where it gained popularity, especially among dancers and athletes.
That's really interesting that it was started by a physical trainer.
Yeah.
Because, it's not like weights where you're trying to build muscle. You're building core muscles, right?
Right.
So you're trying to really strengthen your entire body evenly. And I guess that's what it's really good for when it comes to rehabilitating soldiers or people who are injured. We've got some messages coming in. We have Summonim saying 필라테스 정말 좋아요. And they're saying 운동 싫어하고 저질 체력인 제가 유일하게 몇 년째 하고 있는 운동이에요 라고 하셨어요.
Huge respect.
Yeah.
진짜로.
That's really cool. And the fact that you're continuing it for several years, it's the perfect sport for you.
Wow.
I hope you never give up.
All right. 진짜 맞아요.
Also, we have 손희자님. Good to see you on this show. 희자님 saying, I did yoga today. I had a difficult posture in my class. My whole body felt achy after. Was it your first day? 첫날이셨나요?
첫날이면 그럴 수 있어요.
그렇죠. Maybe 일주일 정도 좀 아프실 것 같은데요.
Right.
From next year, 다음 주부터, it's going to be easy.
꾸준히 해야 안 아프죠, 그죠?
We have a CUNIM messaging in saying, I make the whole building shake when I do Pilates. Why? Do you just like rock back and forward on the thing?
I mean, like, 저도 그렇습니다.
Yeah.
We all the same, right?
Falling off and stuff.
Right. And let's move on to basic rules of Pilates. So there's control, every movement should be intentional and controlled. And second, concentration. Got to stay focused to connect your mind and body. And last, I can tell centering. All movements stem from a strong core known as the powerhouse.
Oh,
네.
The powerhouse.
이런 식으로 조금 we talked about a bit of introduction about Pilates.
Yeah.
And I had an interview with the club president of the Pilates. So let's take a listen. Could you please introduce your Pilates studio?
체육학 전공을 했고 필라테스 경력을 한 10년 차로 이제 23살부터 이제 시작해서요. 이번에 개인 레슨만 하는 프라이빗 스튜디오에서 이제 확장을 회원님들의 니즈를 위해서 그룹 레슨까지 할 수 있도록 이번에 7월에 확장을 했습니다. 그래서 스포츠 지도사 2급, 임산부 운동 처방사, 전문 7년차 강사진으로 저희 센터는 이루어져 있고요.
Could you describe the programs or facilities available at your studio and what types of Pilates classes are offered?
저희는 1대1 개인 레슨, 이제 2대1 듀엣 레슨, 이제 4대 그룹 레슨이 있고 그 임산부와 시니어 전문 클래스도 운영하고 있습니다. 또 프라이빗 레슨은 회원님들의 집중도를 위해서 독립된 개별룸에서 진행하고 있고요. 미국 그라트 기구랑 인투 기구를 보유해서 클래식 필라테스와 컨템포러리 필라테스를 경험하실 수 있습니다.
That's right.
For you personally, do you prefer individual or group lessons?
I prefer individual. Yeah.
Isn't it 좀 부담스럽지 않아요? Like kind of like they notice every mistake you're making. You feel kind of like 진짜 못하네 내가.
If instructor is a woman, 좀 긴장할 것 같아요.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, right?
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this was Mayu Pilates Club. The owner here is a woman with a background in kinesiology. Am I right?
Wait, kinesiology.
Kinesiology.
It's a hard word.
It's a hard word. I'm sorry about that. So, and over 10 years of experience in Pilates, she offers a wide range of classes from private sessions to group classes and even has specialized programs for pregnant women and seniors too. So this makes it a great option for people of all ages and fitness levels.
Yeah. So when you went to the studio, like I've been to like maybe one like Pilates studio, and it's quite open. Very 좀 개방되어 있는 그런 구조.
맞아요.
It's very open, very bright. It feels like a good place to be calm in. Very clean looking as well.
Yeah. I mean, like this club was like 그랬거든요.
Yeah.
Floor to ceiling windows
Yeah.
있었고, and that give the space a refreshing, uplifting vibe while you work out. It's really interesting.
We had 손희자님 message in again. We said, it must be your first time. They said 2년 됐는데도 아프네요. 근데 every new posture made me feel like that. That's why even when we work out, if I just work out my arms for 2 years, and then one day I do my back, the back's going to hurt.
All right.
Every new posture is going to hurt. So I think that's normal. So don't feel bad. That's a good sign. It means your muscles are growing and you're gaining better joints. So that's 엄청 잘하고 계십니다.
제 생각엔 손희자님은 요가의 고수이신 것 같아요.
Probably. Yeah.
정말 어려운 동작을 하셔서 그런 게 아닌가.
Yeah,
right.
That's a good thing for sure. Yeah. 제니님 also saying 요가는 꽤 오래 했었는데 필라테스도 꼭 해보고 싶네요. 화이팅 도전해 보세요.
Yeah. So now let's take a listen to first club member.
Do you have any memorable experiences or moments while practicing Pilates that you could share?
이제 필라테스를 하면은 인생을 길게 살 수 있거든요. 그래서 며칠 전에 이제 선생님이랑 수업을 하는데 마무리 동작을 해주신다는 거예요. 필라테스 룸에는 이제 시계가 없어서 저희가 들어가면 거의 시간과 정신의 방, 드래곤볼에 나오는 그런 상태인데 선생님이 마무리 동작을 하겠습니다 했는데 마무리 동작이 6번까지 가는 거예요. 그래서 전혀 시간이 안 끝나고 마지막 마무리 동작 하기 전에는 선생님이 뒤에 일정 있으시냐고 그래서 일정이 없다고 하니까 그 뒤로 마무리 동작을 또 하나 더 해주셔서 아주 인생을 길게 살 수 있었던 경험이 있습니다.
Why did you choose this Pilates studio among so many others that are available?
여기 이렇게 프라이빗 필라테스 오기 전에는 대기구가 룸으로 있는 엄청 대형 필라테스를 갔었거든요. 근데 거기에서는 선생님한테 어떤 좀 특별한 관리 받는 것 같지도 않고 그 다음에 운동을 할 때 동작에 선생님이 이렇게 세심하게 터치해주는 좀 그런 부분이 부족해서 이제 소규모 소수정예 필라테스를 찾다가 거기에서 내돈내산 후기가 가장 많고 그 다음에 선생님하고 어떤 라뽀 형성이 좀 잘 된 후기가 많았던 데를 골라서 메이유 필라테스에 오게 됐어요.
맞습니다. So when I asked why she chose this particular club among so many others, she credited the instructor's meticulous guidance. She mentioned trying out other places but found their attention to detail lacking. Here, everything felt like a perfect fit for her, making it an easy choice.
You know what I liked about what she said? She said, you'll live a long life if you do Pilates. And she said, in a Pilates room, there are no clocks, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know where else has no clocks?
백화점?
Casino.
Oh, right. Yeah. Casino.
I'm sure it's for a different reason.
Yeah, right.
I can imagine that it's good because sometimes if I'm really, I'm stressed, I look at the clock, 5분만 남았다. 살았다. But if you don't have that there, you just got to keep focusing without worrying about time.
정확한 지적이세요.
It's really
Very
interesting.
good. So now let's listen to an interview with the next club member.
Could you please say a few words about your Pilates studio that you're proud of?
여기 깨끗하고 쾌적한 환경에서 프라이빗하게 나 혼자 열정적으로 가르쳐 주시는 게 매력이 있는 것 같아요.
How has starting Pilates brought about any changes in your life?
활력이라고 보면은 이제 몸이 찌뿌둥하고 안 좋을 때, 허리가 별로 안 좋아서 무거울 때 와서 수업을 받고 가면 개운하고 그리고 시원한 맛도 있고 그리고 생활의 리듬을 찾을 수가 있습니다.
She talked about how Pilates has changed her life. She feels like she's living a more vibrant and energetic life. On top of that, she mentioned that her body feels lighter, which has completely transformed her quality of life.
That's really cool. How would you translate like 활력? Was it like energy, overall energy, or like how would you translate that? What's the English word for that? 활력.
That's a tough question.
Yeah.
Energy. Energetic. Energy.
Like fire.
Yeah. 에너지보다 조금 더 에너지한.
그죠.
그렇게 이해하시면 될 것 같아요.
Interesting word.
Yeah. So up next, we'll dive into how you can join a club yourself.
What are the procedures for joining your studio and what benefits are provided after becoming a member?
저희 센터 연락처로 이제 문의해 주셔도 되고요. 아니면 네이버 방문 예약이나 이제 체험 레슨으로도 등록을 가능하시고요. 네, 저희 지금 겨울 프로모션을 진행 중이라 가지고 4개월 등록하셨을 때는 57만 원에 회당 19,000원에 개인 레슨 같은 경우도 회당 55,000원으로 이제 부가세 별도로 이제 합리적인 비용으로 제공하고 있습니다.
Right. So you can reach out anytime, whether online or in person, to learn how to join the club. If you are on the fence about joining, there's a great option for you, a trial lesson. 이런 체험을 제공하는 곳 많이 없어요.
I think when you have a free trial, it's amazing because before you commit to, you pay hundreds of dollars for a month or two. Know if it's right for your body.
Exactly.
안 맞으면 큰일 날 수도 있으니까.
맞아요.
돈도 없어지고, you lose all your money.
그렇죠.
Yeah.
그만큼 자신 있으시다는 겁니다. 여기에서.
Yeah.
So give it a shot and see if it's the right fit for you. And finally, there's a special winner promotion happening right now. So if the prices you heard earlier sound good to you, don't hesitate to jump in and sign up.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Normally I think at this time I would say, 나도 꼭 한번 도전해보고 싶네요. But this time I still don't want to try it. It's not for me.
저도 그 얘기 하려고 했어요.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but 필라테스 너무 힘들어요.
For me and for Steve. But however, a lot of people do Pilates and it can change your life if it's right for you.
Right.
So if you never tried it, give it a go.
Exactly.
All right. Steve, this was great. Thank you so much for my hometown Olympics and I'll see you next time.
I mean, we can see every week, isn't it? Once a week.
Like the good old days.
Yeah.
I love it.
너무 달콤합니다.
I love it. See you later, man.
All right, bye.
All right, everyone, we've come to the end of the show, the end of Tuesday. Tomorrow is Hump Day, so come join me as we celebrate the middle of the week. Thank you so much for messaging in. I appreciate all of you. We're going to close off with our last song. This is going to be Take Me Home Country Road by Lisa Ono.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painting on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eyes. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain